So this is what makes them more IQ testy intelligent. And whereas in Africa more practical things and more practical attitude towards life is required, and that this is not giving them enough time and strength to be concentrated on things like very abstract things and mathematic kind of thinking and so on. And all the whiteys, all the Caucasians are just in the middle. There's no significant difference between Americans and Europeans in this respect. Serial killers. I don't know if it's more popular in America or in Brazil, but that's true that there are some serial killers, but I don't know if it's such a real thing. Maybe it's more that it has been highlighted by American cinematography. Then American are megalomaniacal. I don't know. I think that American being proud of America in American case has something to do with that, with the very unique position that America takes in the international scene. On the international scene, they are really making all those trade passages and trade routes secure. Only different nations are just making them secure locally, like Australians between themselves, and Indonesia, like British, and the Danes, the Danes in Red Sea, for instance, against the Somali pirates. So many nations are doing this, and it's also, for instance, this Liberty Fleet, that it's or Freedom Liberty Fleet. I think it's French and Dutch and Danish and British and American combined, and it's making these regions secure against the pirates. But Americans are really the only ones who are patrolling all these seas and making really globally secure sea passages. And in the same time, like 35% of all cultural content which is being sold in the whole of the globe is American, made in USA. So it doesn't matter if it's like combined the video games, computer games, films and pictures and theatrical works, all this combined. We must remember that one third of all that, for instance, the capital of Latino music is not Rio de Janeiro, it's not Sao Paulo or something like this, or it's not Ciudad de Mexico, it's Miami, Florida. And it's both when it comes to numbers and creativity and so on. So we must remember that the United States is a huge superpower militarily, but also culturally and in every other respect, also when it comes to fashion and so on and so on. For instance, New York is the world's capital of fashion, and next to Milano and Shanghai. Okay. There's a stereotype, was mentioned a stereotype that Americans think that they are guardians of the world, but they are guardians of the world. What enables them to play that role is that they have many bases, like Guam, for instance, the island Guam in the central Pacific, and they can really control some of the areas. This chain of bases alongside the equator, it's something that only 3 countries really try to make, or have them, and that's why they have this ability to start a military operation, big or small scale, within 48 hours in almost every region of the world. Only the British, the Americans, and now the Chinese are trying to be able to do that. By, for instance, by building artificial isles. Okay. patriotism, of course, the most patriotic country in the world is probably Thailand. When there's a national anthem transmitted on the television or radio, you are supposed to stand still and sing along, or at least stand still and full of respect.